Welcome to the Calyrex Game Corner's Pokemon D&D campaign, featuring Cindy, a young vagabond from the Hoenn region with pyromaniac tendencies, Gimli, a stocky, burly miner from Sinnoh looking for his lost son, Elodie, an enthusiastic foodie and baker from Kalos, and Schmidt, an enigmatic man from Johto with a duck. My name is Rich, and I'm the Game Master, and this is Dunsparce and Drampa. Gimli wakes up in the morning, remembering that everyone agreed to go to their gym challenge. He is in the Pokemon hostel. He's in the section with Schmidt, but Schmidt is not there. What will Gimli do?
I mean, I guess I will just head out and go to the gym challenge because that's where we planned on going. So,
yeah, absolutely. Do you do anything before that? Do you want to stop anywhere, talk to anyone, etc.?
I mean, considering pretty much everyone I assume is gone at this point, probably not. Like, I know like Schmidt's gone, so it's a good indication that everyone kind of just like got up, headed out as soon as they got up. So, oh yeah, I'll just go. Yeah.
Cool. Which Pokemon are you taking with you? Because you have one that would go into PC. 3 mons are you taking with you?
I'm taking Trevor, Toidle, and Lasagna.
Cool. And Bean's just chilling.
Bean is just chilling. Yes.
Awesome. Great.
Yeah, because I had Bean listed as baby carry because I'm like, he's not like in the party.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Excellent. You walk towards the Lavaridge town gym and you enter. You are greeted by the usual attendant who is there to claim your trainer's license, and he outstretches his hand and he asks for it. Do you give it to him?
Absolutely.
Cool. You do that. He makes a little scribble on it. He hands it back to you and he says, now, would you please take off your shoes before you go in?
Okay. Just remove my footwear.
Yes. And then
I have a feeling what's going to happen here.
He has a little cubby. And so he will retrieve your stinky shoes and put them in the cubby.
They're quite smelly.
And with that, you open the large red gym doors. And you immediately notice how hot and dry the air is compared to outside. You are in a large circular chamber with a very tall column of flame in the center, the heat of which is spinning a large turbine very far up in the ceiling, where excessive smoke is billowing out. On your bare feet, you can feel warm sand. It's the same sand that you found outside of the hot springs that are not hot right now. It's plain sediment with little specks of black and white in it as well. It's just on the edge of being a little too hot to handle. You are greeted by a tall and chunky young man wearing a reddish tank top with lots and lots of body hair. It's wicking sweat off of his arms and his exposed chest. He says, "Hello, Challenger. My name's Derek. Welcome to the gym."
Thank you.
He says, "Now this one's gonna be a 1 versus 3. Me 1, you 3. Pick your challengers."
Well, I only brought 3 with me, so let's go, gang.
All right. And who do you send out? Just one more time for the fun.
Trevor,
for the
Toidle, and Lasagna.
Perfect. Lasagna's first time on the battlefield.
Yep.
Very, very cool.
Very cool.
Derek says, "It's up to you, buddy," and he throws out his Lavaridge ball, and out comes a very silly looking Pokemon. It is a large red turtle, and its back faces towards your party, and its front faces towards Derek. It has a very silly snout face and a little jagged tail, and its back is covered in spines and hot coals. You may roll initiative for your whole party.
Okay. I will, guns blazing, go Rock Blast from both Trevor and Lasagna, and Rock Tomb the Turtonator.
All the rock moves. Okay.
Yes.
Fire them off. See which ones hit.
Okay. So first, Trevor's Rock Blast. Okay. Yeah. 25.
25 will hit.
Okay. Let's roll to hit Lasagna. That is a 21.
That does hit.
Okay. And Rock Tomb is
a save, right?
A save for, what is it? Strength.
Okay. They get a 14.
15 is the DC.
Okay. Everything connects. Very good.
Yep. Yeah, I'll just roll damage for Rock Tomb first because I'm already hovering. So 2d8 plus 4. 11 damage, and it's super effective, right? Did I roll double dice for it?
Yeah, you double the dice. That is correct.
Okay. Yeah, let's do 2 more. 24 total.
What a way to start. Okay.
Yep. And now let's count the rock blasts. Just one bonus, so 2 hits.
Yeah.
That's 18 total damage.
Okay. Another
And
pretty good
then-
hit.
Yeah. And then let's do the same thing for Lasagna. Number of hits is 3. So that is 28.
Great. All of Gimli's Pokemon just shoot out rocks, just tons of rocks. Like there's just so many rocks in here. And it's evident that Turtonator just gets pummeled and buried and just blasted in the face and the back with all of these rocks, and it might already be below half health. Derek looks very scared. He is sweating buckets. He says, okay, Turt, you got this, buddy. And you witness as Turtonator, with its back facing towards you, charges up fire energy around its shell and then does nothing.
Mm-hmm. Would Gimli be cautious? Probably. I'm going to hit him with a yawn from Toidle.
Okay.
And then probably have Lasagna just move behind Trevor.
Okay.
And then Trevor is going to just sand attack.
Love it. Okay. So yawn just happens, correct?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, can't stop that.
Turtonator's feeling sleepy. Starting to doze off. Let's see that sand attack. That's a save, right?
Yeah, that is a con save, DC 14.
Okay. They get a 6.
Okay. So they lose -1 in their attack rolls.
Okay. That's your turn? Okay. Turtonator, starting to feel sleepy, will release a purple cloud of poisonous smog outside of its mouth and surround the battlefield, demanding that all of your rock types make a DC 15 con save.
Trevor first. Oof, he did not make it even with that good con. Oh, cool. Toidle definitely did. Let's see. And Lasagna did not. Got an 8. So Trevor and Lasagna.
Trevor and Lasagna both failed to save?
Yes.
Okay. Toidle takes 3 points of poison damage and nothing more. Okay. Trevor and Lasagna take 6 points of poison damage, and they are both poisoned, taking their proficiency modifier worth of damage each turn. And then Turtonator falls asleep.
Nice.
Just sleeping, kind of standing up, like his neck is just kind of slumped over the back of his shell, and Derek's just like staring, just in disbelief.
All right, so I'll continue the Rock Tomb damage. That's just guaranteed.
Okay.
23 damage.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that happens. 23 points of damage. Turtonator's going to see if it wakes up from taking damage. And it does. Gets a natural 13. I think it's above a 10, correct? Double check. That's my rules. I should know that. Yes, 11 or higher. And furthermore, right when the Rock Tomb connects, waking up Turtonator, its shell immediately detonates, blasting all of your party's Pokemon, requesting a DC 16 dexterity save.
Does that count as an attack or no?
It's like a bonus action. It's charged and then it fires. And it is a
Can
bonus
I
action.
wide guard it?
Yeah, I think you can.
Yeah, neat. I will do that.
What are the rules of wide guard? It for things
it
that
says
target...
as a reaction, you may guard your allies from attacks that target multiple allies.
That's so dumb. Okay, yeah. Shell Trap does nothing. Okay, cool.
Neat.
Finish off your turn.
Okay, so then Trevor will go for a Rock Blast.
Okay.
Oof. No, it does not. Yeah, and that's a reaction, so I can still do an action with Lasagna, right? Or no?
It says wide guard's a bonus action, right? Or a reaction. So yes.
Yeah, it's a reaction. It's a bonus action.
You can still make an action.
Cool.
Correct.
I will Rock Blast as well with Lasagna.
Okay. The thing with wide guard is that successive ones get worse, right?
Right.
Okay.
So it says on future instances you must roll a DC 15.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
so it's not like super broken.
You get like one broken one, and then after that it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I missed that one as well, for sure.
Okay. Turtonator managing to somehow dodge these despite being restrained. Will use this turn to once again activate its Shell Trap.
Okay, so I know about the shell trap, which is concerning because I've seen it thanks to lasagna.
Yes.
I will reposition lasagna again behind Trevor and go for a harden on Trevor.
Okay.
Kind of use him as a shield for lasagna for when that happens, and then we'll detonate the rock tomb again.
Cool.
For additional damage.
First, Trevor goes for the harden, right?
Yes.
Cool. The field witnesses as Trevor stiffens its body in preparation of an incoming attack, and then Toidle unleashes the rock tomb damage. It will connect. How much damage is it?
It is 4d8, so 18, 24?
24 points of rock type damage into Turtonator, dealing a hefty blow. It seems like Turtonator may be on its last legs. However, this is enough damage to activate its shell trap, exploding to hit all of your party members. I will let Lasagna save with advantage because you have done the flavor to let it do so.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we'll do Lasagna first. What's the Is it dex?
It's 15 dex.
Okay, so
sorry,
Lasagna
16 dex. 16.
Lasagna with advantage rolls a 16.
Perfect.
And then Trevor rolls an 11, so he fails, and Toidle rolls a 6, so they also fail.
Okay. Usually if you fail, you also take damage, but because Dwebble has cover, I'm inclined to say that it will not be taking damage here.
Mm-hmm.
And then Trevor and Toidle both resist, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So that will be only 9 points of fire type damage into
and
Trevor.
Then Trevor rolls a 1d8 plus 3 for the harden.
Right.
To reduce that damage. So he reduces it by 7.
Okay.
So he takes 2.
Excellent.
And then Toidle just takes the raw 9. Okay.
Turtonator, to no one's surprise, arms its shell trap as its bonus action, which it's been using as an action,
yes,
and will also, in desperation, tuck into its shell and rapidly spin, not using rapid spin, but it will rapidly spin in a desperate manner towards Toidle.
Can it do that while it's pinned?
Shit, it's restrained, right?
Yeah.
Retcon. Turtonator stands in place, turns its mouth towards Trevor, and shoots out an ember.
Towards Trevor. Okay.
Good catch being on top of that. And it rolls a 7, but it gets a +8, so 15 to hit.
He loses 1 on his attack roll due to sand attack, which puts him right below my AC.
Yeah. Perfectly calculated. Yeah. Ember does not connect. Yeah. Do it, Gimli. End this man's suffering.
He just threw pocket sand at him like he wasn't thinking ahead.
Right.
He's like, "Oh, this is defensive pocket sand."
Exactly.
It just works out.
Yep.
All right, so he's still restrained. So let's go for that guaranteed damage. Probably gonna do the same thing, just to protect Lasagna. Just take cover. But I will not harden with Trevor just in case. I don't want Lasagna to take a hit here from pretty big damage. So
okay.
So we'll go for Rock Tomb. 1, 2, 3, 4.
24 points of rock type damage into Turtonator, crushing it beneath the rocks. I just had to do a Google search to see if Turtonator usually uses shell trap if it gets knocked out, and the answer is no. Turtonator has fainted. I don't know if you particularly have any creative flavor for this, but
it just looked like it got crushed over time anyway. Just
yeah, just more and more and more rocks. Literally tombing Turtonator.
And then piling more rocks. That's all it's happening.
Yeah.
The whole time.
Turtonator got absolutely obliterated. Mm-hmm. And Derek recalls his best friend and says, "You did your best, Turt." And Turt says, "Turt," in a desperate voice. Derek says, "I haven't had a battle that quick in a long time. Let me give you your reward." And he reaches into his pocket and gives you 30 Poké-Dollars. 32. Nice. Sorry, 32. 32 Poké-Dollars.
Nice.
Not bad. He says, "An extra reward for you because you destroyed me so hard."
That brings me to 69 Poké-Dollars.
He also gives you 2 antidotes, just for fun.
For fun?
Yeah.
Am I still poisoned?
Yes, you're still poisoned.
Oh, interesting.
With all that being done, Derek says, "Well, I guess I take it you're ready for your next challenger."
I think so, yeah.
He leads you around the giant pillar of flame in the middle of the room clockwise. The sand is still hot on your feet. You enter a similar circular sandy area, but it's slightly different. There's still the large column of flame. However, this room is divided into 3 by freestanding pedestals, one in the left, one in the center, and one on the right. Derek drops you off there and introduces you to a young woman who is dressed in a baggy hoodie and thick sweatpants, and her arms are folded, and she looks kind of cold, despite it being very hot in here. She approaches you and says, "Welcome, my name's Taylor. I'll be your second challenger."
Oh, neat. Hi.
She says, "You'll use all 3 of your Pokemon for this one, but you'll see. Here, I'll start." And she sends out 3 Pokemon. To your left, she sends out a small flaming horse with lots of spirit. In the middle, there is a medium-sized lizard. It's similar to one that you saw at the Rite of Learning, who was lighting the embers for the charcoal. However, this one is a little bit bigger, a little bit redder, and a little bit meaner looking. On the right, she sends out a spooky-looking Pokemon that wears a skull on its head, and it's holding a bone that has flames on either end of it. She says, basically, you're going to choose 3 Pokemon, and they're going to have 3 single battles, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay. Do you mind if I take a second to prep some of my homies?
She says, no, take your time. And when she says that, at each pedestal that separates the room, up rises out of the sand a large black obsidian glass wall made from the black sediment that is in the sand. And it evenly divides the room into thirds.
Okay. So what were the Pokemon descriptions again? I know I have one of them completely, but
small flaming horse on the left.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Medium-sized lizard in the middle, whose tail is on fire. I probably should have said that.
Okay.
And then on the right is a spooky Pokemon that wears a skull on its head and is holding a bone that is on fire.
So I'm gonna I have a citrus berry. I want to equip that to somebody.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah.
Held items.
Yeah, held items. There's the thing. I'm like, yeah, hold on to this, buddy. You might need it. You're all separated.
You give it to?
I'll give it to Turtle.
Okay.
Trevor and Lasagna and Oranberry each that I had before too.
Fun.
Yeah, just to have those.
Be sure you keep track of that.
Yeah, I have it in my sheet. So.
Cool.
And then let's see. Does anybody need healing? Probably not. Okay. Yeah, with the berries, we should be all right. Okay. Yeah, that's comfy. Lasagna probably. Yeah, Lasagna's gonna fight Pony, the pony.
Okay.
Turtle's gonna fight the lizard, and Trevor's gonna fight the Marowak.
So regardless of our initiative, we will take these one at a time. We're going to start in the pony and crab corner. The pony focuses its thoughts, and you witness as that focus results in its muscles becoming very limber. And it seems like this pony has somehow increased its agility just by thinking about it. And that is its turn.
Very cool.
It's running and jumping all over the place. It's like ready for action.
I'm going to shoot some rocks at it.
All right. Let's see those rocks.
Yeah, let's do that. A dirty 20. Question. Is it? It's a fire horse. Okay, never mind.
It is a fire horse, yeah.
I was like, is it super effective? Like,
yeah.
Yes. Okay. Cool. So we just roll for amount of hits. I got 3.
Okay.
28 damage.
Lasagna, ready for action, not intimidated by this speedy horse, fires off 3 large boulders immediately into this horse, pummeled one after another, immediately dropping this horse below half health. No hope. No hope at all. Let's go to the middle ring, where we see a Charmeleon versus a Toidle. The lizard faces its new challenger, not intimidated at all, and it lunges forward with its sharp claws, going for a slash, rolling a dirty 24 to hit. The lizard's sharp claws rake into Toidle's face and neck, dealing a total of 12 points of normal type damage.
Okay. That brings me below half HP. Does that proc the citrus berry?
It does. Nice. Citrus is going to be, it was 4d6. It was 4d6 plus 6.
23. Okay, that heals me to 45.
Perfect.
Toidle will start with the classic. It's Rock Tomb time.
Okay. It's going to be a strength save.
strength save of 15. Yeah.
Charmeleon gets a 10, fails the save.
Let's go. He takes 48, 20.
Okay. Wow. Significant hit. Not as devastating as Ponyta's was, but still a pretty beefy round 1 coming out total into Charmeleon here. Charmeleon is now restrained between rocks. Seems very annoyed and pestered. We go to the right corner. It's Trevor versus Marowak. Trevor actually goes first.
Nice. Trevor going for a classic rock blast. Nat 20.
Nice.
So it's super effective. How do we do this?
Oh, yeah, the rock blast. So you have to find out how many times you hit first. That's important.
Yeah, true. Okay. 4 times.
4 times. So what is the dice that you're rolling for damage?
A D4 per instance.
Okay. So that's automatically 32 points of damage.
Okay.
And then you roll Rock Blast.
Oh my god.
And I think it's super effective Rock Blast still.
It is.
Yeah. So
18.
because I put that.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh god. Wait. Let me just recalc that. 68 damage. Holy crap.
4 immaculately timed boulders fly out of Trevor's body, one after another, smack it into Marowak in just the right spots, and without question, just one shots it.
Oh my god.
For clarity, Marowak had 64 HP.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Marowak had never stood a chance to even battle.
Oh my god.
As Marowak just gets obliterated on the battlefield, you notice as the large obsidian wall that is on the far right side falls back into the sand, and now Trevor is free to battle against Charmeleon alongside Toidle.
Nice.
Back to Pony versus Crab.
Okay.
Pony, eyeing down this crab, gonna cover its body in flames and charge in a spinning fashion towards Dwebble in a flame wheel attack. This is actually a save. This is a dexterity save.
Yeah. Rolled a 2. So
dealing a total of 13 points of neutral damage because Bug is weak to rock, Bug is weak to fire, but rock resists. So
yes.
Ponyta charges into Dwebble, dealing a pretty sizable chunk. What will Dwebble do in response?
Well, first, as a reaction, I will use counter.
Ooh, cool moveset.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah.
I like this. So I think I have to roll to hit this.
You do.
I do.
That's correct.
Okay. Yeah. So okay. A 16 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay. And then I do 1d6 plus 2. That is 6 damage.
Cool.
Nice counter hit. Also, I think my Oranberry procced.
It sure did.
Yeah,
roll 2d6 plus 2 for healing.
Oh, perfect roll, 14.
Wow.
Oh god. Okay, so I went down to 21. Cool. So now I can be Unga Bunga and fire off a rock blast.
Okay.
Let's see if that hits. I would assume a 17 does hit.
It sure does.
Nice. Number of hits. 5.
Okay.
32 damage.
Jeez. Ponyta, once it charges into Dwebble immediately retaliates with the sharp claw, and it hurts. And then, if immediately following that, chucks 5 rocks out of its ruby shell. Would it be cool flavor if the rocks were like crystals? Was that neat?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's canon now.
That's canon. Yeah.
Gimli witnesses as Lasagna shoots out beautiful gemstones that have been summoned out of Dwebble's shell, and they impact Ponyta, dealing significant damage, but not knocking it out. That is it for that corner. Now we have Charmeleon, Toidle, and Trevor. Charmeleon still has the highest AC, but is currently restrained.
Yes.
Charmeleon looks like a total doofus right now, but it doesn't care. It's putting on a face like it's seen this before, and it will never be defeated like this. It is so full of confidence, you could say that it is using swagger against Toidle. So Toidle must make a DC 12 Wisdom save.
Okay. 16
passes. Nothing happens. Toidle doesn't buy it. Toidle's like, you look like an idiot. Like, I don't care.
You're stupid.
So it is now Trevor's turn.
Okay. Classic Unga Bunga. We're firing off rocks.
More rocks.
More rocks. More rocks. Oh boy. Okay. Don't worry, not a crit. But a dirty 24 does hit. So
Yes, that is true.
Okay. Let's roll. How many hits? 4. 6.
This
30.
session is just CJ rolls dice and obliterates my gym.
30.
just nothing. It's just fine.
I mean, I'm a rock trainer. I'm gonna get hit with something bad. What gyms have I done? Flying
and fire.
Fire, yeah. It's like I got the easy start, man. I'm gonna get bodied later.
Yeah, we'll see. More rocks pummel into Charmeleon, and it is just left in a tomb of boulders where it cannot move. Its eyes turn to spirals, and you knock it out. Charmeleon's done. It is now 3 angry rocky boys versus 1 pony as the left wall also crumbles into the sand. Hello, this is Rich from the future. I regret to say that unfortunately my recording software was not picking up Gimli, and we usually have a backup for this. We have someone who records our Discord calls, not someone, it's a robot. His name is Craig. But Craig, our backup plan actually crashed. So unfortunately we lost a small chunk of audio. So what you've heard so far is everything that we've managed to keep. And then right up into the point, which you just listened to, where Gimli KO'd Charmeleon, there's a little bit of a gap where we lost what happened. So we're just going to do a quick little recap. It's kind of inauthentic to like replay it, necessarily. So we'll just go over what happened. What went on against Ponyta?
So against Ponyta, it was pretty much almost over at that point. Dwebble was just pelting it with rocks, had some cool crystallized rock blast shots coming at it, due to the flavor of Dwebble being kind of part crystal on its back, really cool. And then Toidle finished it with a rock tomb, if I recall correctly. So
that's correct.
It was pretty clean finish after the second wall went down. So
just more obliteration.
It was more tossing rocks and going unga bunga through the gym.
Yeah. Taylor rolled pretty significantly for the money prize, as did Derek. So I think you ended up getting like 36 Poké from that battle, which is a lot. Both of those challengers gave you quite a bit of money. Taylor escorted Gimli up the stairs, and they're met with Connor. They introduced each other's Pokemon. Of course, Chandelure, Volcarona, and Blaziken was introduced to Toidle, Trevor, and Lasagna. Gimli decided, because Connor offered if it was going to be a 1-on-1, 2-on-2, or 3-on-3 in a single battle form, Gimli opted for 2. Connor benched Volcarona, and Gimli benched Lasagna, if I'm correct.
Yep, that is correct.
We started off with Chandelure Torkoal. What happened in that battle?
So Chandelure Torkoal, we started off with pretty basic stuff. We go for the rock tomb. So hitting the rock tomb, pinning Chandelure, and then Chandelure confuse raid Tortle back. I went for the secondary damage on rock tomb for the freebie damage. Passed the confusion check. Then Chandelure, I think, attempted to went for flame burst and failed.
What I recall happened is that it went for flame burst and missed, and then you did a smart trainer thing and you switched out Toidle to prevent the confusion, which is kind of cool.
After the first confusion success, then I switched. Then we continued. Trevor came out and just pelted it with rocks as he does, and really finished it off. Then we started the fight against Blaziken, which was pretty intense.
It was pretty neck and neck, but Gimli had a pretty creative strategy to give Trevor an upper hand. What did that look like?
Yeah, so noticing the sand and knowing Trevor had sand attack, I used sand attack on myself to kind of like whip up, like almost like a rapid spin sandstorm, like almost like kind of close to Sand Tomb-esque, but around myself to create like a sand tornado. And it ended up, the bonus of it ended up being a boost to my armor class.
Which was canon in the sense where, like, in the Pokemon games, rock types get increased special defense, or just like, how can Trevor get bulkier from this? So it was a cool little adaptation. Tried to use it like perhaps to augment damage from a headbutt, but the headbutt missed, so we didn't roll with that. And then that's about how far we got until I noticed that it wasn't recording, and then I started recording it again. The cool thing that was potentially missed out on was the using the sand as an advantage for Trevor. But honestly, I think something like that is probably going to happen again in the future. So I don't think.
Yeah, using nature for rock types seems pretty easy to take advantage of. So
yep. So where we left off, eventually Blaziken overcame the defensive boosts into Trevor and managed to knock it out. And then it ended up in a final 1v1, a pretty injured Blaziken versus a Toidle that had taken a little bit of wear.
Yeah, a little bit.
And that's where the recording picks back up. So I'll drop you off there. Thank you for your patience and understanding. And
thank you guys.
Thank you. Toidle, finish up this battle.
Yeah, try to. Well, Fire Spin's not going to do that much, so we got to keep sticking with Rock Tomb, as risky as it is.
Natural 3.
Nice. Restrained again. Blaziken upset.
Blaziken just cannot move.
13 damage.
13 points of rock type damage.
Yes.
As Torkoal shoots more boulders out of its shell. And Blaziken is just so sick and tired of these rocks. You witness as on its veiny wrists comes a burst of flame. As if it has been empowered using a certain type of ability. Blaziken is going to spend this turn trying to become free from restraint. He gets a 14.
That is not enough.
It's not enough. Blaziken is still trapped under the rocks. The last of his energy. What will Toidle do?
Toidle will hit Blaziken with a yawn.
A yawn. My goodness. Blaziken starts to feel a little tired. Again, it has no choice but to break free from these rocks because it cannot do much without its limbs free. It's a natural 15 this time, breaks free, and then promptly falls in the sand and falls asleep.
We're back with another Rock Tomb.
Rock Tomb, baby. And I got a natural 2, so that should connect.
Okay. And then wake up roll?
Did not wake up. Natural 5. Blaziken.
And I did 17 damage.
Blaziken had 3 HP left.
Oh,
Blaziken. Oh. Taking a snooze, taking a long snooze, out for the count. And the battle has ended.
Whew.
Connor says, congratulations, Gimli. Impressive battler. I knew I'd have a hard time, but not that hard of a time. Very creative battling.
Thank you.
He reaches into his pocket and gives you 150 Pokemon dollars, giving you a pretty solid net haul from today's excursion.
Oh, man. Yeah.
He also gives you the Lavaridge Heat Badge. It's like in the shape of like a will-o-wisp. It's very cool and shiny. Awesome. He also says, would you give me your trainer card for a second?
Mm-hmm.
He receives it, passes it through a little pocket-sized scanner, hands it back to you. He says, you should now be able to carry 4 Pokemon in Pokeballs with you at all times.
Oh, wow.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
He says, now, if you come with me, and he takes you back towards the door that you came in, and then he opens up a part of the wall, and in there's a slide. He says, you can take this all the way down, and it'll spit you out right at the front door.
Oh, that's fun.
He says, absolutely, we had to get that thing installed. It's way more fun for the gym challengers. Tell you a little secret. If you don't win, I make you walk.
That's pretty funny. I love that.
He bids you farewell, and you shoot down the slide. You find yourself at the front where you were before, where the attendant gives you your shoes back. And he says, congratulations, trainer.
Thank you.
You have completed your gym challenge successfully. Nice job. Is there anything else that you wish to do?
Well, I definitely need to go and heal up my boy Trevor. He did a lot of work today.
All right, let's do that. Is that it? Just the healing?
I mean, I think so. There's nothing else to it. I would just try to meet up with the gang again.
Okay.
Being like, yeah, there's nothing I really want to do on my own.
Perfect. Just making sure.
Yeah.
And Gimli heals up Trevor at the Pokemon Center and awaits to hear from the rest of his party. Nicely done. Perfect. Congratulations. Yeah. Thank you so much for listening to Gimli's Gym Challenge. Sorry again about the technical difficulties. I've given Craig, our backup bot, a stern talking to, and this time I'll make sure that all of my updates have gone through before we start recording. If you want to help support the show, the best single thing you can do is share it with a friend. Anyone who you think might enjoy real play podcasts or Pokemon or both or neither. If there's anybody you know who might have a good time listening to this, please share them with us. You can find all of our links at linktree.com/Dunsparce. We hope to hear from you on our Discord and our Twitter, and we're going to be back with our next group session next Tuesday. Thank you.
Yeah, it's closer than I thought it was going to be, but
Yeah.
I thought I would have like a pretty big advantage, but then I was worried about the Blaziken in particular, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, that was like the one trump card. That was the one thing that could do it.